We've got a man like Alex, Spurs fan, who shut us down a few days ago for saying they were in a title race. He had a go at man like Jose Mourinho as well. He's going to feel vindicated. Alex, another game without defeat, without a victory, another defeat, 1 win in 5, really bad times at the minute. What's your views and opinions, Alex?
Well, firstly, I just want to make a point. We're not bottlers. We're not bottlers. I mean, I don't know where this is coming from. And I'm not. You know what I feel about Jose. We're not bottlers. We didn't bottle the game against Liverpool. Neitz was speaking absolute rubbish on Wednesday. No disrespect to him, because I don't want to have a go at people. Secondly, people, please do not talk about Aurier, because I'm going to defend him on this. This guy lost his brother in June, and he carried on playing for us. So that's all I'm saying on it. He carried on playing. I mean,
that's all you're saying. Hang on a minute. Listen, he lost his brother. That is sad and that is tragic, and I respect it. That doesn't mean that he can avoid criticism.
No, but that's disrespectful. I'm sorry, but I'm not going to say that, because that's me being a hypocrite saying it.
Hang on a minute. Hang on a minute. So you're telling me it's disrespectful towards his brother that passed away from me to criticize Serge Aurier's football?
No, but I'm saying it to other Spurs fans as well, because the thing is, though, as far as I'm concerned, I mean, I don't want to talk too much about him because I think that's going down the personal route. But I'm just saying,
well, we're not talking about respect as a football player.
Out of respect, terrible today. Sorry, let me finish. Out of respect for the guy, okay, the guy carried on playing through what he was going through, all right, and he's been playing well this season. Granted, I said that we might have to sell him, and the only reason why I said we need to sell him is because we've got too many foreign players because of foreign player rule. That's the only reason. Okay. The only reason. That's the only thing. Let's get on to the game.
We'll go to the game in a minute. Bottlers. Yeah. Spurs are called bottlers because every single time pressure is put upon them.
No, we're not bottlers. We're not bottlers. No, I'm sorry, Terry.
You are bottlers. This is an easy bottlers for years.
Yeah, no, that's an easy way of arguing with me. That's an easy way of arguing with me. Yeah,
why?
We have not bottled it. Okay, why? Against Liverpool.
Explain why you haven't. Explain why you haven't, Alex.
It's a jamming goal against us. A jamming goal against Liverpool. Okay, we should have got the game.
What jamming goals?
Well, it was a silly goal. It was a silly goal. So I'm not being funny. That was not us bottling it. Okay. Okay. Going on to the Leicester game.
What wasn't bottling it? What wasn't bottling it?
We're not bottlers, Terry.
You bottled the Liverpool game.
You see the team right now. You see the Liverpool game. Don't shut up. He's a leader.
Your lines. You had an opportunity to get a point, and you bottled it in the final moment.
No, sorry, Terry. I don't agree.
Semi-finals, finals, and
titles. I don't agree, Terry.
5-6 years.
I don't agree, Terry.
Alex, you know it. Hashtag genie in a bottle.
Keep on talking. Okay, well, going back onto the game. Okay, I said this was going to be a difficult game. I said it was going to be a difficult game. I said Leicester are not stupid. They will know how to play against us, and good on them. They did really well today. The thing I don't really like at the moment is that I'm going to be interested to see what he says in the end of the game. I'll be interested to see what he says at the end of the game, because this is now a test for Tottenham. This is a test for Tottenham because we're going through a bad run at the moment. So, I mean, I never said we're title contenders. I said that we need to concentrate on top 4. The guy that beside you is right. Cups are not good enough for Tottenham. It's not good enough for Tottenham because Carabao Cup is not a good enough thing for Tottenham. Because Terry, let me finish. Okay, Terry. No, Terry. Yes, it's not good enough, Tottenham, Terry. Because you know why? Why did Pochettino get stopped there last season? And did we take a loan out last season? Did we take a loan out? Yes, we did. If we don't get top 4 this season as well, okay, how are we going to buy players next season? Okay. Also, I think people forget we ain't got players in the stadium right now. We ain't got supporters at the stadium at the moment.
Hang on a minute, Alex. Hang on a minute, bro. Hang on a minute, Alex.
No, because I've got to speak louder than you to try and get my point.
Hang on a minute, Alex. Hang on a minute. No club, most clubs don't have fans in the stadium.
Yeah, but it's affecting Tottenham at the moment.
Let me finish now, please.
I'll let you finish.
That's the same for most teams, right? On this, there's something you said there which was crazy. Spurs cups are not are not enough for Spurs, bruv. You've won in my memory as a kid, as a human being. I remember 3 Tottenham trophies in 35 years. How dare you?
Can I make my point afterwards?
How dare you say the FA Cup?
Okay, don't start with that, Terry. Don't start with that, Terry.
Tiny football
Terry,
club.
do not start with that.
How dare you say that?
Terry, I've been a Tottenham fan.
12 years, bro. 12 years. 12 years,
I've watched Tottenham win a cup with George Graham. I've watched Tottenham win a cup with Ramos. We did nothing afterwards. Okay, it's not good enough for Tottenham. Okay, as far as I'm concerned.
No,
we're getting top 4 is better than right now.
That's your level, bro.
Well, that's your opinion, mate. That's your opinion. That's your opinion. That's your opinion. That's your opinion. That's why it's his opinion show. That's your opinion. That's your opinion.
Fact.
Oh no, it's not facts. It's not facts. It's opinion. That's your opinion.
It's a fact. It's a fact that you win trophy on average every 15 years. Madness. We got our queen here with us. What's going on, Neat? We've got a Spurs fan here telling us that they are too big for FA Cups and Carabao Cups.
Sorry? Oh my days! Win one, Majid! Win one! Excuse me, Majid. That's your level. Carabao Cup at most. That's your level. Don't do that. Don't do that. That's ridiculous. Sorry? I was probably thinking, like, why are you guys going back and forth? Not knowing you're wasting your breath on that. What?
Exactly. It's not worth the back and forth.
Terry, come on, man. We're better than this. That's ridiculous.
I'm
Sorry,
in shock.
Terry, I just have to be respectful because I don't want to be disrespectful to the person I'm speaking to. So that's why I'm trying to be, calm on this one because I don't want to be like speaking up hard. I can speak loud to you, but I don't want to be respectful. I've got to be respectful.
Hang on, why? Because
I have to be respectful. I have to be respectful.
I feel offended.
No, I have to be respectful. I have to be respectful.
Madness.
You know what I mean? Nita, as I said, okay, I'm sorry. I don't agree. Okay,
why?
And the reason why I look at it like this is that, as I say, there's no silver bullet to being successful. Okay, if there was a silver bullet to being successful, we would have been successful already. I've been a Spurs fan since we had George Graham in charge, and we won a cup where didn't do nothing. We sacked him. Okay, we had Ramos in charge, got a cup, sacked him. You see, and like for me, I don't see. Unfortunately for Tottenham, and it's clear. I mean, unfortunately, there's Tottenham fans who want cups. That's their opinion. But for me, I don't need to listen to the banter because we're in a lucky position at the moment. If we didn't have Pochettino bringing in the success that he brought in, Mourinho would have not been interested at all at Tottenham. He would not be interested at all.
Can I ask you a question? How do you define success?
Well, for Tottenham at the moment, it's top 4.
So wouldn't you be happy with any kind of trophy? You haven't had a trophy since a reasonable trophy.
I'm not bothered about
2008.
I'm not bothered about I'm not bothered about
you're bridesmaid, innit, bro? You're happy being a bridesmaid, innit? You're happy to be the bridesmaid and nobody ever get down on one knee, innit? That's the problem.
I like your analogy, Terry, but Terry, what has Man United won recently, mate? Sorry, but you can come at me with that one.
Hang on. There's two things I'll respond to that. One, since you won your last trophy, we've won Premier League titles. Since your last trophy, and since you won a Europa League, a League Cup, and an FA Cup. But I don't think that's good enough. But the one thing I don't do is say that we're too big for FA Cups and League Cups. I want those trophies this year because winning trophies
is ultimate. It's a bonus. It's a bonus. No, that's your opinion, Terry. That's your bonus. It's your opinion, Terry. That's your opinion, Terry.
No, Alex, every football team plays to win.
Yes, I understand that, Terry. But Terry, that's your opinion, mate. As far as I'm concerned, it's your opinion. That's not a fact. It's not a fact. It's not a fact.
Every team plays to win. So every team plays to win a trophy. The end goal for every team. Sorry. I interrupted you.
I'm listening to you. Sorry. I'm sorry.
So I was saying every team that plays football, their end goal is a trophy, whether it's a small trophy. Look at Man City. Man City aren't there saying that they're too big to win a Carabao Cup. They've won everything. They're Centurions. They've won everything, apart from the Champions League, of course. But other than that, they're not saying they're too big to win a Carabao Cup. I think the only team that's doing that is Klopp and Liverpool. And you're not Klopp and Liverpool standard. Like, if Man United fans want to come and tell me that Carabao Cup is beneath them, I'd understand that. That I would understand. But for a Tottenham fan, the last cup that you won was a Carabao Cup, is a Carling Cup. You know, like that should be the standard that you are trying to reach. Even when Mourinho came to Chelsea for the first time, his standard was to get the Carabao Cup. He got that first, then meant to go win the league. You know, like there's always going to be levels to it. I get that you're probably aiming for the Premier League right now, but there's always.
No, I never said that though. Needs. I'm sorry to interrupt you, but I don't never said that.
We're going to go to Igal quickly before we end this stream. Igal, Tottenham lose again, 1-1-5. You're vindicated. What you got to say?
Alex, you're not one of the Tottenham fans that were saying you're in the title chase, but a lot of you guys that were saying, oh, after the Arsenal win, oh, if we're not in the title race now, then what are you guys talking about? Let's be honest here. You guys are who we thought you were. Imposters, never going to win the league, never going to win nothing of note. Tottenham, in my opinion, will always be the noisy neighbors. Right now, we're shit, but you guys are still the noisy neighbor. Get your life in order, guys. You guys aren't winning nothing. And honestly, if Tottenham even get close to the league, it's only because all the other teams are garbage. You're back in the top 4 race, back down there where you're supposed to be. And in my opinion, Tottenham, you're going to see this team has not been playing good. You guys have been living off of your players being clinical. And even the XG shows that you guys have been outperforming your XG. And everything leads to Tottenham just going down and regressing to the mean. And that's going to happen. And it's just step one. I'm being proven right every single time you guys play now.
Igal has spoken. Igal has said his piece. Look, we are at the end. We're at the end of this stream.